All right, good afternoon, cyber traders. Welcome on back to wrap up our week here this Friday, July 14th. Great to see Scott still with us here. Elizabeth, Manuel, Leda, loud and clear from her. Great to see her. And Jeff, great to see all of us just rejoining us perhaps inside our live trading room. Great to have all of us back on social media, though, otherwise. Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, the works. Well, I'll tell you what, the markets were sluggish heading into this meeting. And now at this point, some stocks are beginning to roll over. So Coinbase, obviously, as you could see, just beginning to break lower right now. What moves with Coinbase, Riot, Mara, we were just calling that out inside our chat board, just saying, hey, those stocks right now are trading at the lows. We had a couple of stocks that were moving upward at the time, but I'll tell you, I mean, hey, let me ask us actually here inside our live trading room. I don't have the chance to show this just yet on social media here. Perhaps actually, if you stick with me for a brief second here, perhaps I might be able to do something. Let's see. I don't have the actual, the way the trading room works. Give me a split second here. All right. So for all of us here that are sticking with me here on this Friday afternoon inside the live trading room, just putting up our normal poll that I normally do at 10 o'clock in the morning. Are you up? Are you down? Or are you flat? And of course, I'm speaking to a lighter crowd here, smaller audience here. So, I mean, I'm just asking, right? For Steve, for Kathleen, Jeff, John. John, I thought you were in Costa Rica, you said. How's it going over there? Charles, Lori, all of us otherwise I should say, Cal, Bell. If you are up money so far today, take your ball and go home. Leave. If you're in Costa Rica, stay in Costa Rica. Don't be in the trading room. There's nothing going on right now, folks. Listen, the markets are dropping off a little bit, but I feel like outside of expecting a perhaps bigger drop-off heading into the afternoon, there's not as much to work with. There's not as much to work with here. So Coinbase dropping, Mara dropping, but let's just go right from top to bottom here. If you made money today, I'm telling you, there's finer things in life to enjoy heading into the final 90 minutes here. Let's go from top to bottom, though, otherwise. PRFX, done. This thing has been done since 10 o'clock this morning. EDTX, if you are looking to gamble, I reckon this could be for you, but it's actually kind of weird. That didn't show up at all in my 5-minute chart. Look at that. I don't know what's happening there. All right, well, we'll keep going. CJet for right now. This one ended up having a nice move up earlier today, but it was on thin volume back then, and it's making that second win type of move right now, but it's on, well, still pretty thin volume. It's like more of like a riskier play heading into the close. I know it's moving up, but there's better trades that we can strive for at this time. And if there's no other trades to strive for than this, then at that point, we'll put it on our main watch list here. So FRLN definitely making a sharper move up right at this time. I did see this pop up on Benzinga Pro before the meeting started. I didn't type it in the chat board, though. Just it was on super thin volume then and even further here. So as I drop my piece of paper, write my notepad down here. You know what? I'll put this on the main one here for right now, just given the sharper move up. And then thankfully it's trying to pop higher. But look at the spread. Come on. We're not trying to, play the slot machine here this afternoon, folks. Or if you are, I mean, I could probably recommend you to a couple of online websites. So certainly not that stock. ACAD, Acadia, nice trade. Very nice trade. I didn't notice this actually until right now. Thing's been on a huge tear. So one that we actually missed, ended up moving up from 31 up to 32. Now up closer towards 32.50 here. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. ACAD on any day. I'd put this on our main watch list, and especially here for the end of the week, end of the Friday, summer Friday at that. Not bad. All right, what else we got? GoEv had a nice pop earlier today. Canoe, this EV company. One of our students had called it out earlier. We don't really trade the stocks below $1, but we've traded GoEv before. We're familiar with this stock just over the years that we've seen it pop and more so drop. But, just had a nice run earlier today, and just because we were familiar with it, it was a nice move at the time. Newegg, we did call this one out from the morning session. We called it out just a little bit heading into this meeting because I was really at the bottom of the barrel looking for a nicer stock to work with going into this meeting here. And Newegg was not looking bad, right? I mean, it was trading kind of light volume per minute, but good spread, cheap, moving back up a little bit. And, it didn't really make a huge pop in pre-market. It was up percentage-wise, but didn't really make that like larger move that, the other stocks we've went through have. So hopefully this one can make a better move into the afternoon, a higher high for Newegg here. AEHR is breaking all-time highs once again today off a gap up. I don't know if it was earnings or not, but the stock's been on a tear since basically this time last year. And now, well, rounding off from 50, that's for sure. Pulling back, $50, just psychological level, half of 100, obviously. So you got to respect just a more round price like that, if anything. HYZN, I was kind of hyped for today because I wanted to see this break over the highs that we had back from yesterday and the day before. It was building up pretty nicely, and once it pushed it, it was just really lackluster. So it just goes to show there's like not as much volume being traded today. You're not really seeing as much continuation or good continuation at that. A couple stocks inching up here and there, but nothing too special. Sun W is one that we'd called out with the Newegg trade during this afternoon here so far. Just, hey, it was up, but trading light volume per minute. So not a whole lot happening on this trade now since I'll scrap this one. And just like that, I mean, hey, we're pretty much right around the 5% mark already, down at the bottom of the gainer side here, folks. So for John, Jeff, Leda, Scott, Michael, Elizabeth, all of us just here joining me. If there's any other stocks that are up that look good, type it in the chat board, but lower highs on the SPY, so probably not going to see a whole lot there. THRX stock that was down like 60% in pre-market this morning. We were looking for a dead cat bounce at some point, but even if it does bounce, which it seemingly tried to in pre-market here, but it's just once it begins to run out of gas, once it peaks in volume, then fades off in volume, then it's going to consolidate and then drop off. And it more so just dropped off than anything, just steady trend down. Don't be hoping. The RMTI. This was on our afternoon watch list yesterday, right? Just kind of poking around on the loser side here, and it was right there, but it didn't really make as great of a drop off into the close. Thankfully, today it continued for that move down. But at this point here, I feel like we'll probably just scrap it here at this stage. CRBU trade, actually easy to borrow on TradeStation right now. I don't know if it was from this morning. If it was, that was a big oversight because obviously big drop off here. VRM. I'm trying to find stocks that aren't like cheap, stocks that have a little wiggle room to like drop off a little bit, Here we go. State Street. So STT ended up dropping off this morning. I think off earnings, right? Was it off earnings? I know beginning of earnings season today with all the bank stocks and then continuing into next week. So, State Street, perhaps it was that, and down big over 11% here at the lows. Given the price, obviously you're not really as interested in trading a stock $68, $69. A, you could buy puts. B, for a $68 stock, this is on a good spread. So, given that, it's going to make our list here. I like this trade. I don't have Bookmap open for this stock yet, but, once we finish up this meeting, we'll put it up. And, Rich is out today, so got to make sure my water cup here is filled up. A little overtime here heading into the close because between you and I, normally for Friday afternoon, 3:30, Josh is on the beach. So right now, I'm going to see if there's anything to work with for us here heading into the close, but make sure I'm all filled up. All right, so Ryan calling out Delta here, DAL moving up. My mortal enemy now, Delta. Love the airlines. After yesterday's move, this is not doing anything right now, Ryan. If anything, I'd rather put it on our watch list to continue shorting the crap out of it. This thing really bit me yesterday. Not like in a big loss, but like I was so overtly confident just off good earnings. They raised guidance, the whole deal I just moaned about yesterday. So took a small loss in the grand scheme of life, but just because of that, it's like, damn, all right, well, this thing, it's on my bad list now. So, I mean, it's very tradable. It's on a great spread. It's not like it's like a pain in the ass stock. It just did what I didn't want to do. So, hey, heading into the close, it could be a good short, believe it or not. So, I'll put this on our side list, if anything. And then I'll tell you what, I don't really see much else inside the live trading room. don't see much else across social media. I'll break out Benzinga Pro here to wrap up. I mean, maybe Rivian, maybe Roblox, maybe Path here. We'll check them out. Yeah. Okay. Roblox down. I mean, similar move to the Delta, kind of. Just Roblox a little bit more, on the way down. At the low still at this point. All right, I'll take it. Roblox, we'll add there. It's a stock that we're pretty familiar with. We actually haven't traded this in a little while, maybe in like a few weeks, but for a little while it was on our side list and has still been on there. Just get a new flavor of the week every now and then, like Rivian. You get the Lucid trade every now and then, or obviously Carvana. All right, what else we got here, folks? If there's anything else, type it in the chat board here. IONQ. What goes up comes back down. Hey, I just caught this from Benzinga Pro, so don't mind if I do here. I'll definitely put this on our list here also with the Roblox. It's a short. Thought there was one more, but if not, that's okay. We're actually at a good list here, folks, for a Friday afternoon. Just in hopes of the market continuing to dump off here, then IONQ and Roblox and State Street would be some really good short trades. Otherwise, Newegg could be a nice trade either way. That might go against the grain as like a meme stock type of like short squeeze. We'll see on that one. And then if the FRLN continues, or if that fills in a little bit on the order book, that could be a really good trade. But definitely more of a level 4, level 5 stock. Needs to break higher. Looks like a Fausto flag building here, if anything. Oh, really quick, folks, just a couple heads up. Just for all of our students here, we'll make this announcement over the weekend as we normally do with our classes on Sunday evenings and then on Monday throughout the morning audio. But going into next week, for any of my students that are still with me here, just we have one slot open for the pre-market group coaching program. We're starting that beginning on Wednesday the 19th coming up. So beginning from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it's basically a phase 3 stock course class with myself trading the pre-market watch list and really anything that comes. I mean, we're going to be in the middle of earnings season, so it'll be a pretty fun day that day altogether, the 19th. And then on the 26th, we'll do the second group coaching sessions. But again, we'll make the formal reminders, announcements, notifications through email, and then, of course, all over next week. There we go. Great to have you here, Grant. And then, hey, folks, let me know if there's anything else, though, just that you'd want me to look at here. Last call. I'll go to CJET here. Not much happening on that. And same with Delta, and we'll pass. All right, so folks, you heard it from me. Listen, if you ended up doing well earlier today, you probably already left, let's be honest. I mean, I know I'm speaking to a smaller audience here for a Friday afternoon, and that's okay if you're still here. I'm just saying, don't give it back. There's no point in jumping into a trade that, maybe it looks good. Maybes aren't good enough. We got to make sure that we're putting our money in something that is going to give us as good of a chance based on what we teach in class, based on how we go over things in Traders Talk each and every Tuesday. That will give us the best opportunity to make money. So, hey, there could be a couple of trades that work out, but always cross your T's, dot your I's, should you look to continue to trade heading into this market close. I'm not just shooing you away, folks, because nothing's happening. I'm on the mic going into 3 o'clock, so I hope there's something that we could trade. Otherwise, it's going to be a slow 60 minutes. So, hey, best of luck trading here heading into the close if you're sticking with me. If you're not, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the nice weather, and we'll catch back with everyone on Monday. Take care.